Alright boys, it's time for Demon Rush Chapter 8 update. So I want to do something a little bit fun. Typically when a new Dragon Ball chapter comes out and they release these draft pages of like the first 6 to 9 pages, you get to take a look at what the chapter might be like, and so I'm going to include that here as I talk over it. Enjoy the draft pages, but the clean work, oh boy, it is amazing. So we're 24 pages into chapter 8, and I think this chapter is going to be a little bit longer. I extended it because actually chapter 8, what we have so far, was supposed to be part of chapter 7, and because all the drawing and everything, it's taken quite a while to get through my manuscript. So basically, like, we had to split chapter 7 into 2 chapters, but that should be coming pretty soon. I think we probably need something like 12 more pages. Pedro just sent me the sketches for the next 6, and we're about to see, well, I don't want to spoil it, but I'd say maybe another 3 to 4 weeks until we get out to chapter 8. And this is a really big chapter, really badass chapter with Rush. Again, we're continuing from chapter 7, so be on the lookout for that one. Really pumped. Before I jump into more content, I want to talk about on the main channel, I did a fun video, Mastar vs. Moist Critical, who is a very large YouTuber. If you haven't checked out that video, I'll put a link in the description. Please go watch it all the way through. All that watch time helps boost it, and I hope that he'll respond to it or react to it on his Twitch stream. You see, he made his own comic called God Slap, you know, and we have Demon Rush, right? And there's very, very few creators. There's only like a handful who have really made their own comic. And so I just kind of did a comparison because I was interested in kind of his methods, his pricing, and how he's doing the logistics and everything like that. And I did a short review of his manga as well, or comic, so you can go and check out that video. Seems like the overall consensus is Demon Rush clears. And we have major news coming on the beta front for the cards. Very, very excited. The new manufacturer is looking great. They're doing an excellent job so far. They've sent me some pictures and video of the cards, and it looks beautiful. I mean, absolutely stunning. They're doing an incredible job. I was a little bit worried, but it appears that the cards will be way higher quality than even Alpha. The foiling will be rainbow foiling, so I believe that they have the capability to do silver foiling like Alpha cards are, but we're gonna go with rainbow foiling because I was talking to one of my guys, and he believes that rainbow foiling will be seen as higher quality. More people will kind of like appreciate that. And if you take a look at this Renee, man, like, my God, I mean, this thing just looks so good. It looks like a ghost rare Yu-Gi-Oh card, and I'm super, super pumped. So when are we gonna get that? Well, they have to send me a booster box, a sealed box, which I'm gonna open on video, not on stream. I'm gonna open it on video at the store in Frederick, Maryland, where we're gonna be hosting all the tournaments to start out, and we'll have a bunch of Demon Rush players there to help me open the packs, and we'll review the box there. I have a good feeling that it's gonna be like perfect right out of the box, because we've been able to do, since they sent me pictures and video, I've been able to do a lot of kind of last minute changes to make sure everything is perfect before they send me the sealed box. And once they do, and once we confirm that it's good, I'm ordering 50,000 packs. So that will be something like around 200 cases. Yeah, around 200 cases, and each case is 12 booster boxes. So 5 times more than last time. When I release the video of the beta booster box opening, I will start a pre-order for all you guys who may be worried that you might not be able to get your hands on them. You'll be able to pre-order and ensure that you can absolutely get it first. Also keep in mind that some of the cards have changed in minor ways. We've errated a bunch of cards, a lot of like minor changes, some a little bit more. For example, Exodus is no longer a common that costs 1. The card is super broken, especially at high level play, and so we made it 3, and it's also going to be a mythical rare, so it'll be a lot harder to get. It's one of the best protection defense spells in the game, so that will be a mythical. Divine Intervention will be a mythical. That card is actually incredible. If you don't play it, it's very, very good if you use it correctly. And I'll update the website with all of the cards that have been errated, so people who have Alpha cards, you know, if they want to go on the website to make sure that some of their cards that they might have changed, you can expect that on the website very soon. Also, with the new templates, we don't really have room for the artist's name anymore, so I'm going to update the website with like an artist alley and show which artists made which art. We changed up a lot of the foiling as well. So some of the cards that we started with for alpha, the backgrounds were so dark that you couldn't even really tell it was foil. Things like Arcog and Dark Portal, and there was some cards that were foil that don't really need to be because they're not like top tier level play like Great Bird of Destiny, Nefarious Rock, and Yamra. So those will all be non-foil, and I've actually made the cards that people use more foil, right? So I really want to allow players to bling out their deck with a bunch of foils, and that makes you feel good. Like when you're playing in person, to have a hand like full, like 5 foil cards and 1 common, you're like, oh yeah, it feels good to shuffle it around and everything. It looks pretty in your hand. This game, Demon Rush, is really for the players. Like I've been playing card games my whole life, and I know what you guys enjoy, and so I'm doing my best to make the game that every card player in the world is gonna pick up and be like, oh, I freaking love this. Oh, one more thing I wanted to say about the beta cards. We've also changed the look. So I've changed like the borders. Basically, like we needed to make room for this info bar in the middle, which will show what kind of card it is, beta, and still have the icon. We had to shift some things around, and so we kind of lost like the inner frame, the inner border, and basically just combined the outer border with the inner border to make something new. I think the cards look very beautiful. So far, the players have really enjoyed it, and I think you guys will as well. Now we have the opportunity to make the cards extremely thick. So these are 2 prototype Adriels that the new manufacturer sent me. This one has the new foiling, and as you can see, it's rainbow foil, kind of like the energy on him is glowing. I think the foiling looks really good. Now this is the first one they sent me, but this one is like super, super thick. This one's like a credit card. And the only, like, I know players like this, like they like the super thick cards, but the problem is like, I don't know if it's gonna feel good to shuffle and play with if you're just playing with like a stack of credit cards, right? So we're going at least with the beta box that they're gonna send me, a weight that's more similar to standard trading card games like Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, and Pokemon. But they're also gonna send me the thick ones, and when we open the beta box, we'll evaluate, do we want to make the whole game, like all the cards super thick like this, or do we want to go with a more standard approach? We'll have to think about that, you know, when we open the box. But I'm so excited to open that booster box. Like, you guys have no idea how excited I am. We have a bunch of players in the area. We're growing our community here in the Maryland area. And it's going to be awesome to start having weekly tournaments with these players, which we will have an esports station set up, and we will be live streaming on the Demon Rush YouTube channel each one of these tournaments. So look out for that. And real quick, let's talk about the online version of the game. So I want to let you guys know it's not coming out like soon. I would love if it would come out at the same time as beta, but we're still pretty much in alpha. There's a lot of bugs. We don't have pack opening or ranked ladder system yet, and we won't release it until we have that. So the rank ladder system obviously is one of the most important things, probably the most important, probably even more than pack opening in my opinion, because to be able to just go to a website, log in, and just start playing and climb the ladder is really important to people who are competitive. And that's really the core of this game, is for competitive players. I mean, absolutely. I talked to an 11-year-old and he loved it, right? And he was playing by himself on game 2. He didn't even need my help anymore. But the core of this game is really supposed to be targeted towards those high skill players who love the thrill of an intense match. So ranked really has to be in before we launch the online game. And then pack opening, how that's going to work. Basically, I'm not going to force you to buy packs in order to play the game. Just simply by playing the game, you'll earn like tokens, and then you can spend those tokens to open packs for free. But if you want to open a bunch of boxes to get all the cards you need for your deck early on, you'll be able to do that very inexpensively. I'm thinking like $1 a pack or something like that. The cool thing is with the online game, you'll be able to play with anyone around the world. The players in our Discord who have been testing it absolutely love it, and we pretty much get on and play every night, but it is a closed beta or closed alpha testing stage. It's still way too buggy to, you know, spread out to the public. But again, you know, pack opening, ranked, once we get those in and we polish it a little bit more, we'll be ready. So I can't really give you too much of an estimated time frame, but it's probably going to come after beta. But if you are a player of the game and you really die hard about it and you hang out in the Discord with us and get to know us, we'll give you a link so that you can test with us as well, the online game, and play against some of the top players. Okay guys, that's about it for the update for Chapter 8, so be on the lookout and I'll see you guys very soon. See ya.